I've waited a long time for this, son Goku. It's time to define who will be the destroyer of everything. Just like the thought of the gods, I've never agreed with anything, and thinking that you can choose what you want whenever you want and make mortals your own pawns make me extremely frustrated for that. My choice is to become a god killer, a true killer of the gods. I've saved this transformation to use against you! I live for this day! It doesn't even look like it's the true same Lord Goku as before. His skin is similar to the skin of the angels. Could it be that he was able to activate his transformation because he finally completely mastered his Ultra Instinct?
Goku, alongside Vados and Margarita, had noticed a huge alteration in space and time directly in Universe 6. Goku says, I felt the pressure of energy from Mr. Whis and Mr. Beerus, but at the same time, the release of 3 more powers was created. Margarita speaks.
It seems that they didn't think twice and released the portal of the 3 Supreme Beings. Funny that they did it without even asking permission from Zeno-sama and the Great Priest. Surely you must have greatly irritated them, Mr. Goku.
Goku begins to reflect and speaks.
But this doesn't make any sense. The last time I saw Beerus, he was in the Makai realm. And the tournament had been interrupted by Haki, the god of destruction from one of the universes erased by Zeno-sama. Beerus himself said that he would stay in the Makai realm for a while, and I decided to start my god killer plan against the gods of destruction. It doesn't make any sense that the Beerus, the destroyer, in a short time is back. Has it been deceiving me all this time? Damn you, Mr. Beerus!
Vados observes and speaks.
What do you intend to do, Lord Goku? 3 gods of destruction no longer exists, but 3 supreme beings were created.
Goku just stares. Margarita speaks.
No matter how strong you are, you won't do much good if everyone turns against you. If the supreme beings are back, a great battle will probably be approaching. Even more so that the moment Lord Zeno and Daishikan figure it all out, well, it might be all too late. Daishikan has not shown his powers for a long time. Oh, the last time the Great Priest fought alone against all Supreme Beings to protect Zeno-sama.
Impressed, Goku says.
What? You're saying that Daishikan-sama was able to defeat all the Supreme Gods?
Vados says.
Well, in part, son Goku. I will reveal what happened. But you will still have to make your decision before it's too late.
Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's go back to the point. Goku is thinking. Vados concludes.
It was a millennia ago. Zara, the supreme god Saiyan known as the god of war, Zakin, the god of space, and Kim, the god of time. These 3 powerful beings possessed an army capable of exterminating everything. So powerful were the 3 of them, not even their bodies were able to control everything. So it was necessary for them to join forces and create another being with a weaker mentality so that it could be the future of all existences.
Goku was shocked by what he was discovering. Goku questions. So you're telling me that these 3 could even control time and all of existence? Vados laughs.
Well, exactly, Mr. Goku. Still, they went crazy and started to destroy everything. At the time, the race of angels was the only race that could try to do something against them, and the hero of all angels was the first to challenge them. At that moment, we saw for the first time the real strength of the father of angels, the Great Priest. He managed to show extremely high power, fighting with all his might against the supreme gods of the past. A battle in space that lasted 7 days and 7 nights. Initially, we thought that Daishikan would be killed, but he showed unimaginable powers and managed to demonstrate extremely high skills, impressing all the gods. All universes felt the collapses of all the blows that were exchanged. Planets were destroyed just by the atmospheric pressure that each blow made. It was as if everybody could feel that the whole world could end just by showing the pressure of the powers when they collided. Many things ended up happening, until the moment that Daishikan used a secret technique against all the supreme gods and managed to stop them.
Goku interrupts and says,
So that means that Daishikan won.
Margarita starts to laugh.
Oh, my dear sister Vados, you're not telling the story, right?
Vados says,
Don't you dare to interrupt, sister. Daishikan didn't win. At that moment, again, the supreme gods lost control over their heads, and after losing control, they ended up exploding everything and began to attack everything as if they could not see anything else. The energy of the 3 gods began to unite, and the great priest prepared to receive the full attack of the gods. But in the blink of an eye, after the energies collided, the 3 gods were sucked into an interdimensional portal that appeared in space and time itself. The great priest didn't quite understand what was going on, but after that, 3 beings appeared in front of the great priest. These beings was an extraterrestrial child and 2 long beings of an unknown race.
Goku says,
But were they enemies of the high priest?
At that moment, Vados smiles and says,
Well, actually, to this day, they are together, Mr. Goku. This being that emerged was Zeno-sama and his guards.
Goku says,
What?
Vados concludes,
After this was shown, the legend began to pray that the bodies of the 3 supreme gods had become cosmic dust because they could not withstand the so much power pressure, and with that, through a ritual, they could return at any time. The great priest, knowing this, decided to change and create rules alongside Zeno-sama, who was still a child. The great priest understood that it would be his mission to protect Zeno-sama since he was the guardian and key to controlling all times, and that there would always need to be extremely powerful warriors in humanity so that they would be able to deal with any evil being that appeared. This is all clear, Mr. Goku. However, this timeline has always been disconnected from all the others, and after the destruction of 3 Hakaishins, probably the balance was undone, as the great priest himself and Zeno-sama authorized the destruction of the Hakaishins. Apparently, some of them did not agree with what was happening and decided to carry out this ritual to show what happens to the world when there's no balance. Now, what will be the next step of the supreme gods or the gods of destruction? This is in our questioning, Mr. Goku. What will you do about it all?
At that moment, Goku observes and says,
So that was it.
I can't involve my friends in this battle. If I'm the one who started this all, I'll close this question.
The first thing I'm gonna do is do my last training with you, Miss Vados. Soon after, I will find Beerus the Destroyer. I will take all the information from the Destroyer. I was sent to this timeline to bring balance, unlike other timelines. I am Goku, the God Killer. In this timeline, we won't need Hakaishins, because I am the being that will be among them. I'm sure the Supreme Gods will not want to get involved in battles, since perhaps their target is the celestial beings. While I don't deal with them, I'll have time to hone my powers further to finish off these guys in the end. Now, I'm going to start fighting seriously. This will all be resolved by myself, Son Goku.
Margarita observes and speaks.
Wow, how bold. Very good.
Goku says,
Let's start, Miss Vados.
Vados smiles and answers,
You may come, Mr. Goku.
To be continued.
What is happening?
Didn't Goku call the Supreme Gods?
Goku God Killer wants to come face to face with Beerus the Destroyer? Is a new battle approaching? Regardless of what it is more than important that you arrive here exposing it in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.